Well, hello and good morning. And today is a lovely Tuesday morning. And we have some things that we're going to go over that I'm actually personally excited about. Number one, where to look for confidence and courage today. There is so much of a need for that, I feel like. Also, what goals should you be working on? What should you be passionate about? Not necessarily what are you passionate about, but what should you be passionate about, which is an interesting way to phrase things, I will be honest. And of course, general advice. Ouch. I swear I shuffled these cards. Did I not shuffle these cards? I should totally shuffle these cards. You saw me do it, right? Totally shuffle these cards. Anyhow. Today is interesting because we have Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Chariots, the Ten of Swords, and the Six of Swords. So where to look for confidence and courage? I feel very strongly from this card that this is not from this first card here, which is the one answering this particular question, right? It's not telling me where to look for it. It is telling me where not to look for it. It is telling me that you are looking to other people, other things in life, and they are not going to be there for you in the way that you need. Because they're not supposed to be. You need to find your confidence and courage within your own self. There is no, how do I say this? No one can be courageous for you. No one can be confident for you. These are things that you have to develop on your own. Not always easy. In fact, it's not supposed to be easy. This is something that if it was, it would not be courage if it was easy. It would not be what it is if it were easy. So don't look to other people for this. You find it in yourself. And occasionally you might need some help from a close friend or two along the way. You know, listen to others and find some encouragement. Sure. But confidence and courage come from you. You are the only person that can do this. So we'll move on to the next one. Card number 2. What goals should you be working on? The goals that make your heart soar. And soar as in fly, not soar as in like, oh, achy the next day from a workout. I feel like that's a pun. That's like one of those dad puns. But anyhow. No, definitely like the things that you should be working on right now is finding those things that you feel lost in the moment, that you will spend an hour doing and feel like only 5 minutes have gone by. The things that you lose yourself in, those are the things that that generally bring fulfillment to your life. And those are the things that we should all be working on in our lives. Card number 3 is what should you be passionate about? Which is, it's the way this particular question is worded. I wasn't quite sure that I had, that this particular spread, that it was written the right way, because it's, what do you mean, what should I be passionate about? I mean, I am passionate about things, but that's not necessarily true. There are some things that you can connect. Let me try that again. There are some things that you can develop a passion for, given some time and some study and some effort. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. But the thing that I'm getting is that you should be passionate about how do I put this? Not necessarily others' pain, but the easing of others' pain. It's funny to me because I look at this. This is the card, right, that we're working on. And you have this man face down in the snow, all these swords in his back, and you have these wolves around him. That, you know, if in a realistic sense you're looking at the tendencies of wolves, you have they're sniffing around to make sure that he's dead, so that, you know, they can have their next meal. But that's actually not the message that I'm getting right now. The message that I'm getting right now is that these wolves are not there to check to see if he's, you know, edible. But they're checking to see if he's okay. That these wolves are actually known by the man, and that these, in most wild situations, are aggressive creatures. But they're not here. Here they are trying to care for the one that is hurt in the best way that they know how. And that's where we should be focusing. Not necessarily where we should be focusing. That's not the right way to put it. But that's something that we should be passionate about in our lives, is finding a way to reduce the suffering of those around us, to ease the suffering of those around us. We can't always take care of others in the way that they need to be taken care of. But we can do something. It doesn't have to be big. It can be something as small and as simple as a smile. It can be something much more grandiose as well. However, if all you can manage today, if you are too busy, drained of life in every other way possible, you just don't have anything else to give, smile. You see someone dealing with something difficult, look them in the eye and give them a smile. Just don't be creepy about it, okay? Nobody likes a creepy smile. Don't ask me what differentiates between a creepy smile and a normal smile. I can't help you there, but don't be creepy about it. Anyhow, moving on. Where was I? Last card. Card number 4. So I need something to drink here dying a little bit today. Very dehydrated. Card number 4, just a general advice. Continue moving forward. There are things behind you that you're going to look back and go, man, I wish things had been done differently. I wish I had fixed this or done this at the time. I wish I had been brought up differently. I wish I had gone to a different school or gotten a better education, or I wish whatever it is. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's in the past. You can do absolutely nothing in the past. There are plenty of theories out there that life is not actually linear. I don't know enough. I'm not a scientist or anything, so I don't know enough about these theories to really give any information on it. But the concept is absolutely incredible to me. The idea that life is not actually linear, however, it has been made linear for us so that our brains and our bodies and our understanding can keep up with it. The theory is that kind of everything in life happens at once. All time is happening now. But as human beings, we are incapable. We have to step out of that and create our own timeline so that we can deal with it as human beings. Kind of a cool concept. But I think of that because as I look at this last card here in this image here, this person is moving on. But if you look behind her, she is got a holy man, a sage behind her, directing her. Not directing her, but like guiding the boat, right? And the thought that comes to mind for me is that this sage is there not to guide her forward so much as to prevent her from looking back. To prevent her from going back. Because you can do nothing back there. The only thing that you have an effect on now is what you do in this moment to help the future be better. So that was a really long and involved one with lots of detours into stories that I was not intending. But as always, I hope you got something out of it. I hope this was beneficial to somebody out there. And as always, I hope your days are full of joy and that your nights are full of peace. And I hope to see you next time.